Up Late with Johnny Potenza is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Coming to you live from the city that never sleeps, New York City. It's Up Late with Johnny Potenza. Welcome the host of Up Late, Johnny Potenza.
All right. All right. Now I gotta go pee. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Up Late with Johnny Potenza show. I am your host for the evening, and how's everybody doing? Good. Come on, let me hear you. Come on, my grandmother makes more noise than that, and they're dead. Now, listen, this has been the best studio audience. Come on, this is the best studio audience we had in a couple of months, so give yourself a hand. Here. What is Pete Arminio? Got your tongue in the back over there? All right, it's good to see everybody. It really is. It really is. So, yeah, we got a really cool show for you tonight. And after tonight, I'm going to go on a 2-month hiatus again. And I'll be back in August. August 4th, we actually had the original creator of the Jerky Boys, Johnny Brennan, Frank Rizzo. So that's going to be a good show. Yeah. He's coming out of the woodwork. All right, so tonight's guest star. We got first guest tonight. You seen him in The Sopranos. The Brooklyn banker, and currently on a new movie with Adrian Brody called Clean. We got the one and only John Bianco in the house. Yeah. All right, hailing from New Jersey, this guy's going to be the next big thing. Let's hope he don't forget about me like Pete Davidson did. We got comedian and actor Nicky Petito. Yeah. Our third guest up tonight is my special guest. He's an up-and-coming champion himself. He's a featherweight pro boxer. We have John Leonardo. Yeah. So my featured musical act tonight, she's hailing from Yonkers, a good friend of mine, Italian jazz singer, Vanessa Racci. All right, so let me go sit down. We're going to talk, and then we're going to bring on our first guest. It's a little hot in here today, right?
You're on, Johnny.
Who's got my Manhattan special? All right, where is it? Nice. All right, what do we got here? I got some island news for you, which I'll keep it short. And everybody who knows McDonald's on Staten Island, after 50 years in the hamburger business, McDonald's owners retire. And those are the Sweeney family. I know them for a long time. Staten Island's first Golden Arches franchise owners have officially retired on March 31st. They opened up in 1973 with their first McDonald's. I believe they had like 4 of them. And a funny story is back in the early 80s, I actually worked there. That was like my first on-the-books job. And my father used to hang out in there with his friends. So he saw help wanted, or, you know, whatever it says when they're looking for workers. So my father's like, yeah, my son, he's looking for a job, which I wasn't. And he came home and he's like, yeah, well, you're going to go see Jim at McDonald's. You're going to fill out an application. I was like, hey, thanks, Dad, you know. So I went down there and filled out the application. I got on the job, and they told me I had to cut my hair. And I just started to grow my hair at the time because I was playing in the band. And so I cut my hair. So I went in there, I'm working, And then they kept telling me how to cook the Big Mac their way, like, because, you know, they say cook it our way or whatever that saying is. So I used to cook it my way, which is true. I used to work at my Uncle Junior's place in Asbury Park. He had a place called Vinny's Hut. And anybody that owns like a hamburger place has their own way of making their own hamburgers. It's like making your own sauce or your own gravy or whatever you call it. So he taught me the right way to make a burger. So I was doing that, figuring I'd help McDonald's out a little when I was in there. So, and then they kept telling me, you can't do that. You got to put the cheese on last. And I go, but the cheese is supposed to melt. And you're not supposed to have cold cheese on there. Well, this is how we do it. So I just would do it behind their back and do it, you know, whatever. And then after a while, they fired me. So it was actually good. And then I went home, I told my father I got fired, and then that was it. Let it be. So good luck to the Sweeney family for over 50 years in the hamburger business on Staten Island. All locations are ran by other owners that own other McDonald's. And I don't know who they are, but there you have it. All right. Good talk show host, right? A lot of information I give you. All right. Our first guest up tonight, as I said, you've seen him on The Sopranos, the Brooklyn banker. We have him now on a movie that's currently out with Adrian Brody called Clean. Let's give him an up-late welcome for my man, actor, director, John Bianco. Johnny boy. What's going on?
Hey, could you turn the heat up? I'm a little cold.
No, it's not. It's
Oh, wait, I'm not the comedian.
Yes, it. Listen, the only time the air conditioner blew.
Come on, really, John?
Well, they knew I was coming. There's always someone in the crowd that don't like it.
He
He
forgot
probably
to pay
said,
the electric bill.
Johnny P's coming. Let's blow up the air conditioner.
Blow up the AC.
Nah, it's all right. It usually always does work. We just got to deal with it, unfortunately.
Yeah, so listen, I've been in some gritty situations, so especially when you're shooting. You know,
Yeah.
you're either shooting, you're never shooting in optimum temperature. It's
No.
always either 30 below zero, or you know, you're just sweating your ass off.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, there's no middle. There's no middle.
No, it never is. So.
But listen, you've been doing a lot behind the scenes besides in front of the camera for a while now. Directing.
That's right.
And you're working with our good friend Steve Staniels, right?
I'm working with Steve Staniels, yeah.
And you just did this new project. What's this called over here? The Kanye West one.
So I'm
Talk to us.
directing. I'm directing a documentary. So just to give you a little backstory on that, Steve Staniels is an ex-NYPD officer.
Yep.
And he started going into some personal bodyguarding. So he worked for, you know, DiCaprio, some pretty famous people.
Yeah.
And he got this job with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. So I think it was 15 days, because the title is 15 Days with Kanye. So
Yes.
after 15 days, he got fired for supposedly hitting on Kim.
Yes.
So, and that was all over TMZ.
That was a big scandal. It was everywhere.
Oh my God, yeah, entertainment. I mean, every place ran with the story. So, you know, it's kind of like just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. So
Yeah.
the story kept hitting him. He got hit with like a $30 million lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And he approached me and he's like, you know what? It came back again. It came back again. He's like, I'd really like to tell my side of the story. So he said, I'd like you to direct this documentary. This way I can put my 2 cents into what happened, because you know, you're going to hear everybody's side. So he's just basically, he wants to tell his story regarding the incident.
Yeah, well, anyone that knows Steve knows Steve. So it'd be good that he does this.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Kanye's full of drama anyway. That guy is
Yeah. I mean,
no good.
right. Well,
I don't even want to say what I'm thinking,
yeah.
but you know.
So I mean, you know, it is what it is. But so we shot most of it. Currently editing it right now. Probably got to do a few more pickup shots, and that's one thing that I'm working on currently. Mm-hmm. Last week we shot on Staten Island. Another
pilot,
project.
right? For
Yes,
Grey Kills?
pilot
All
called
right.
Grey Kills. That's also Steve's project.
Mm-hmm.
James Merendino is directing, and he kind of put this project together. And you know, he had a famous film that he done. I want to say it's back in the late '90s, called SLC Punk, which was like a cult film. He's a great guy, great director. And Steve did this character like, I want to say back in 2008, and I played another character but something got scrambled or whatever, and he's like, I want to bring this thing back. I think the timing is right. It's similar to like a Dexter type of thing. It's about this hitman that he's got this camera crew following him around as he does these hits. You know, people are upset with whatever. They want to whack out their wife or their husband. They would approach him.
That's pretty cool.
And and it's all like a lot of it. It's just kind of like it's not really scripted. So we're kind of improvising, which is interesting. You know, so they'll give you the base story and they'll say run with that. So I'm playing Detective Morano. I'm like close friends with him, and he tries to, ask me, like what's going on? Is there any news about this, that, and the other thing? So it's an interesting concept, and he said, if it does get picked up, I'd have
You'll have a recurring.
I'll have a recurring.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve, he hit the road and kept running.
Yeah, he's a
And
hustler.
you're right next to him.
I mean, he keeps. That's pretty much what this business is. You got to just keep throwing the darts at the board, and you have your ups and downs, just like anything else. But
now, listen. Prior to that, you were filming this with Brody, Adrian Brody, for years now, right? And then how come it took so long to get out?
So actually, also 3 weeks ago, I shot this other film called Dope King with Ron Elliott is the director of this film, and I have like this cameo spot where I own a boxing gym, and I was just having a conversation with
John
in the back, and he knows the gym.
Oh wow!
It's in Newark. It's a pretty famous gym. Now I'm not that knowledgeable about that, but the owner also had told me a lot of famous boxers came out of that gym. So my character kind of takes advantage of the young up-and-coming boxers there, and I try to, hit them up with, I'll help you get here, but you got to, I need 50% on the back end. So I did a nice cameo for him, and I know this guy, Ron Elliott, probably 20 years. He asked me to be part of this. I think Manny Perez is also in this film. It's going to be a gritty film about a lot of drug dealers and stuff, and that's an interesting. It's an interesting film, and I'm happy to be part of that as well.
Yeah, well, that's going to be good too. Go back to the question with the Brody movie.
So Brody,
because I know that was filming a while ago, and then it stopped.
So
was it a different name?
No, so we shot that prior to COVID. I went up to Utica for 10 days in the dead of winter, and let me tell you something, it is freezing up there. I mean, it's just crazy. So, and every place that we shot in had no heat. We shot in a fish shop. A Sicilian guy owned the place. I said, "What's the matter? You got no heat here?" What? He goes, "No, you got no heat." So it was like colder in the place than it was outside. So we shot that prior to COVID, and then it was ready. It was supposed to be featured. The movie's called Clean. He's like a vigilante, comes into this town, cleans it up. I'm one of the main bad guys. Glenn Fletcher is the main bad guy. He's from Billions, and also he was the main bad guy in True Detective. He was also in The Joker. So there was no Tribeca Film Festival, but luckily enough, and this almost never happens, 2021, summer of 2021, they had the film world premiere at Tribeca Film Festival. It went over really well. Red carpet, I was on the carpet with Adrian Brody. I mean, we saw the film. It was a great experience. It was great, and the film is available, I believe, on Amazon Prime.
I watched it last night. Actually, I really did. I watched it last night. Couldn't fall asleep. So let me watch this movie if I know what I'm talking about with you.
It's a dark film.
It was an excellent film, though.
You might, if you like that, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting film.
Now listen, John, we got a little more time left. Let's talk going back a little to the Sopranos days. Years later, they got the Soprano Con coming out. They got the Mob Movie Con coming out. Then you're doing all these appearances with all the guys, and it's been going very good.
It has been going.
The Soprano Con was unbelievable.
Sopranos Con was November of '19. We did that at the Meadowlands. We had about 15,000 people there.
Yeah.
It's always good to really interact with all the fans.
Definitely.
Because that's what really makes us, I mean, working on a show was just phenomenal. I worked with Frank Vincent every day.
Yeah, I love Frank, yeah.
I can't say enough good things about Gandolfini. It was
See, all those guys, you're so lucky to have.
It was an honor.
Have to work with those
with
guys,
him.
especially Frank Vincent.
Yeah, no, I mean,
James Gandolfini.
I'll tell you a real
Gandolfini.
quick story about that. After I did the second episode, my character was killed. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And this is while they were on hiatus. So a month goes by, and I was like, all right, whatever. At least I got on the show. It took me forever to get on the show. They killed me. I could say I was on The Sopranos. A month later, my agent calls me, and she's like, you're not going to believe this. David Chase likes your character so much. He's never going to air that, and he wants to keep you on as recurring. And I continued to do another 8 episodes
like
going into. I was like, I mean, that's like every actor's dream.
Yeah.
You know, you get shot down so much, but when something like that just reiterates as to why you're sticking it out.
And especially a show like The Sopranos, I'm sure most of the audience here, Soprano fans out there, clap. Yeah.
And we got the young generation too, which is amazing.
Sopranos are never going to die.
I mean, they were repeating some of my lines. You know, it was this fucking waiter on sabbatical. I mean, they were just throwing things at me. Young 20-something-year-old.
But now, what's coming up with you in the future? Anything we can look forward to, Johnny Boy?
So, I mean, obviously that documentary I'm working on, and the thing with Steve. I hope that Great Kills takes off. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the Dope King. They're still shooting that right now. That's probably, usually takes 6 months to a year. So those 2 are on the horizon. And I just had a meeting today with a cousin of mine, Frank Taminia. He's a great writer, and he's sending me some scripts that we're going to be looking over. I can't really talk about it right now, but those are in the works, and I think we're going to be doing something.
Good. Well, you know me, I'm always here for you. I will always wish you the best.
I appreciate that.
You know, us Italians got to stick together.
Got to stick together.
Whatever's left of us, right?
That's it.
How many? All right, everybody, John Bianco.
Thank you very much.
Order my court, my studio. John Bianco. All right, my next guest up tonight is his first appearance on the Johnny P Show. He's a good friend of mine. He's hailing from New Jersey. Let's give it up for actor, comedian, the one and only Nicky Petito.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Welcome to Up Late with Johnny Potenza. My name is Nicky Petito. And when I'm not doing comedy, guys, I like to work at the Meadowlands Flea Market over by MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. I buy things, I resell them, sometimes I keep them. One of the things I bought was this hat. You see this hat? I bought this hat off an old lady for $1. But she told me that it was a very special hat because it belonged to a very famous old movie star. And that when I put the hat on, that I would begin to sound like him, Mr. Jimmy Durante. Now, thank you. I see we got some classy folk here tonight who remember who I once was. So, let me tell you all a big story that happened this evening. Once upon a time, there was a big yellow-colored bus filled with a whole bunch of A-list celebrities on their way to Staten Island to see Johnny Potenza and his late comedy show, Up Late with Johnny Potenza. All of a sudden, though, the bus started to go thumpity-thump. It came to a halt as one of the passengers, Christopher Walken, hopped out. No. Shit! Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You know, I'm no Albert Einstein, but I think we got a flat tire. Hey, Rocky Balboa, come out of the bus and look at this.
Hey, yo, I was just taking a nap in the back of the bus, and I'm tired. And you're telling me we got a flat tire? Here, let me take a look at your tire with my eye of the tiger. Yo. I'm looking at the tire. It looks pretty round, if you ask me. It looks like an octagon. What do you think, Jack Nicholson? I think your mother dropped you on your head when you were a child, huh? Hey, Rock, You see the tire there, pal? The tire right there is about the garden darshest, flattest thing I've ever seen. Since I last saw your little girlfriend, Adrian, from behind, huh? If you don't believe me, just ask Al Pacino.
Where the fuck are we? Is this hell? It ain't so bad, all right. How we doing, Staten Island? I heard that Staten Island has the greatest asses. Ha! But guess what? We ain't never gonna get there because our bus driver, Robert De Niro, decided to be a dumb fuck. I don't know where the fuck we're going. I think we're lost. I should have never listened to that son of a bitch that much. Siri told me to take the turnpike, and look, we're in the fucking Bronx. You fucked up, Bob. There's nothing wrong with the Bronx. We could have ended up in Brooklyn. Fuck Brooklyn. Stop it. Stop it. Get down. What are we yelling about? Do not fear. The governor of California is here. We need to change this tire, you idiots. Hey, Joe Pesci, go get the tire. Who the fuck made you captain this fucking bus? Hey, Arnold, you're the fucking bodybuilder. You go get it. Get the tire, idiot, or else I'm going to ram my fist into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. Ah! Hey, Arnold, I think you got the wrong impression about me, pal. You better apologize to the audience, or I'm gonna crack your fucking head wide open right in front of everybody at CTV.
Hey, Joe Pesci, you know what you should do?
What?
You should go and clone yourself so that you can go
Fuck yourself, you motherfucking piece of shit! Hold me back, Jimmy Durante. Settle down now, settle down. Out of nowhere, Adam Sandler popped up and started to sing. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? You know, fellas, I was going through my fanny pack here. I found one of those AAA cards in my wallet. I think it stands for Alcoholic Assholes Anonymous.
That's a AAA card, you moron. Flip it over and call the telephone number on the back for help, huh?
Well, maybe I don't want to. Pesci, call the number. All right. This fucking call better not be collect. It's ringing.
All right. This is Matthew McConaughey, of AAA. How can I assist y'all today?
Yeah, how you doing, Matthew? Our bus just took a fucking flat tire and we need some help.
Well, I'm very, very, very sorry to hear that. Does your bus go all right?
Hey, Matthew, it's a fucking bus. It doesn't talk, you dumb fuck you. Hello? That little motherfucker hung up on me. Now. Joey, you insult him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself. Call him back. Put him on the fucking phone. Ring. Hello. This is the president of AAA, Donald J. Trump speaking. How can I make your day great again? It's just a fucking guy I wanted to talk to. You know, I said it on the TV. I'll say it again. You're a con. You're a mutt. I like to punch you in the fucking face. I could get my own tire, but unfortunately, I'm incapable of doing that right now. So can you get me a tire or what? What can you do, huh? What can you do?
Listen, Robert, I love to meet the fuckers, okay? But let me just say, I think you're nothing but a loser. And the biggest motherfucker I've ever seen. But with that being said, all I want to do is make AAA great again. So I'm going to do for you, Bobby, is I'm going to send you over a huge, magical, mystical tow truck, and it'll be there by the time I finish the sentence. I guarantee it. Beep, beep. Out of nowhere, a tow truck magically appeared as Tony Soprano hopped out. Oh, how the fuck you doing, Staten Island? I hear you guys got a flat tire and you need a tow. Luckily for you, I got 10 of them.
I'm sorry, it's a stupid fucking joke that they make us use in the AAA tow truck driver curriculum manual or whatever the fuck. But listen, here's a fucking game plan. We're gonna get this bowl fucking pasta vazul on the truck, get a pound of gabagool, and we're gonna go see Up Late with fucking Johnny Potenza and his Italian Cinco de Mayo spectacular. Thank you, everybody. Have a good... Thank you, everybody. Great audience. Thank you.
All right. Nicky Petito, and we got the man right here. What's up, Nicky?
What's up, brother? How are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Absolutely.
After how many years now, right?
Long time in the making.
Well, me and Nicky, it's a funny story how me and Nicky met. I'll make him tell you half of it, but when we first started talking, Nicky does, they call him Nicky Voices. He does a lot of cameos and voice impersonations. He's mainly known for Tony Soprano, so I started following him because it was great. So I want to hook it up with him, and then he winds up telling me how you knew about me.
I've been watching your show since, I don't know, how long have you been doing this now?
That's what he says.
Since the beginning.
I'm totally.
On
I've been
YouTube
watching
clips.
your show since I'm a kid. I'm like, how old are you? You're watching since I'm a kid.
This is, how many years you're doing this now?
Well, this late night's been 2008 to 2018, and then this started at the end of 19, and we're still on our first season 3 years later because we kept getting shut down. If
Yeah.
we didn't get shut down, I'd be on my third season now.
What,
So-
like right around like 2010 is probably when I started seeing your stuff on YouTube.
And you were young.
Yeah, really young.
Because you're 25.
Yeah. I was watching the Joseph D'Onofrio episode where he kept on going, yeah, sure, for about 20 minutes straight.
So now listen, let's talk about your acting,
Sure.
your comedy before you get into the acting. You've been doing comedy for a while. You've been touring the tri-state area, New Jersey, doing all kinds of different crazy things. Opening up for Artie Lang, Vicky Petito, to name a few. Who else? Uncle Floyd.
Phenomenal comedians.
Who was the best guy that you
worked?
worked for out of those three? I would say, I don't know. They're all cool dudes. I mean, I met Uncle Floyd once.
I mean, I love Artie. I started watching Beer League right around the same time.
Yeah,
I was
Artie
probably
Lang is
watching
awesome.
your shows. You know, Artie was great. Bob Levy.
Bob Levy's
Who
great.
also hooked up Pete Davidson in the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
Bob Levy, one of the funniest
Bob,
comics
you
I
guys know who Bob Levy is and
Staten
Artie Lang?
Island guy.
Yeah, they all worked for Howard Stern back in the day.
Awesome guy, and you know, genuine, you know, which is rare in the comedy business because it's a cutthroat business, as you know. So when you meet good guys in this business, you know, and he helps a lot of young comedians, Levy, you know, which is something you won't see veteran comics
I
do
like
today.
Bob.
Yeah, great
Good guy. Now, Vicky Petito, he's blowing up. I had him on the show back in 2012.
Vic, though, that was great. I worked with Vic twice now, once at the Stress Factory and once at Uncle Vinny's. Vic, I've been watching on YouTube since his Tony Gaga stuff. My uncle, you know, big time Italian guy, actor in Carlito's Way. He doesn't laugh a lot. So when he shows me something funny, I gotta watch it. And Vic is one of my top favorite comedians working today for sure.
Hopefully we'll get him back again.
Yeah.
If he feels generous.
But got to be careful. He might blow up any day now. He's getting up there.
Another one. He's going to be on the Pete Davidson list.
Yeah.
It's all good. I have to bust Pete's chops. Pete, if you're watching, which you're probably not, I got to bust
Yeah,
your chops.
him and Kim K are like, hey, turn that off. We gotta put Johnny on. We don't want to watch your sisters tonight.
I'm the only one that actually steps up out of all you comedians that are like, oh, Pete, don't talk to me no more. You don't talk to me. I go, well, say something to him. So I'm the one that steps out. I'm the one who calls the paper and puts out a write-up. I'm the one who calls up. Someone has to represent and back everybody. Right, guys? Come on.
If I ever meet him, I'll make sure. First thing I tell him is Johnny P wants you back on his show.
I got nothing to lose.
Upset.
So what are they going to do? Sue me for what?
Yeah, I'm going to tell him Johnny P's the real king of Staten Island.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we won the award back in 18, but I don't look at it like that.
You got to put the award right up here.
Nah, I don't care about
Instead
that.
of this, what is that thing? A thing of nails into a ball?
Yeah, this is in case someone gets out of control.
I wanted to play with that when I came up here. I thought I was going to do. You ever see those balls that expand like this? That's exactly what I thought.
That's from
this
Star
thing
Wars.
was.
If I throw it to someone's head, it gets stuck in their head.
Right in the eyeball.
That's why it's called Up Late. You'll have these little kids saying, I want that thing that Johnny Potenza has on his desk. You could throw it to hit people in the head with it. So now with Instagram now, you blew up on Instagram with all of these voiceovers that you're doing. Mm-hmm. Tell everybody out there what you do.
So,
who don't know.
So basically, I do voice impersonations. My main one being Tony Soprano, and that started picking up in about 2018 when Michael Rappaport shared me doing a video on his page of Tony Soprano going thrift shopping. And the way that happened was I was on my way to go do a podcast in Brooklyn. I met a kid that had a thrift store selling sports jerseys, and I said, if I'm ever in the neighborhood, I'll stop by, do a video for you to promote your store. And it turned out, being the most lucky thing that ever happened, because if I didn't agree to do that simple podcast, I would have never ended up doing that video.
No, definitely.
So that's why you take advantage of every little opportunity you could get in this business.
No, 100%. Now, how did it all come about when Spike Lee Spike Lee saw your videos, correct?
So after Spike Lee won his Oscar for Black Klansman, I decided to try to get his attention by dressing up as Danny Aiello, Sal's from Do the Right Thing, and congratulating Spike Lee on his Oscar, but also saying congratulations, you cocksucker! Hope I didn't muffle the sound there. So when you call somebody that, you're gonna get their attention.
Yeah.
And that was enough to get him to watch the rest of the video. And next thing I know, a week after I posted it, he shared the video on his Instagram. I'm laying in bed, I get a message from the guy. I'm like jumping up and down, doing sprints back and forth around my apartment, and couldn't believe it. And then I end up on page 6 with him. He calls me, asks me to do the 30th anniversary for Do the Right Thing. About 5,000 people there were reenacting a scene on stage, and then he forgot his lines. He forgot his lines.
Yeah, that was classic Spike.
Yeah, I had to work my way out of it. Yeah, he wrote it. And you would think somebody who wrote something would never forget, right?
Yeah, well, that's what happens sometimes.
But regardless, a lot of fun, great experience. He ended up casting me in a commercial he just did over the summertime. Coin Cloud commercial.
Coin Cloud, yeah.
And then he just had me, he requested I do a reenactment of Mean Streets, which you can see on my YouTube and Instagram, where I play Harvey Keitel and Robert De Niro's
And you're on
character.
Cameo too, right?
Yeah, and you can book me on Cameo. I do personalized birthday requests, Mother's Day, whatever you want.
Anything, right?
Anything.
Could you imitate me?
I did before.
Do it again.
Yeah, welcome to later. Welcome to CTV. What is CPV? What is it? CPT, sponsored by All American Plumbers Union. And at the end of the show, we're gonna be giving out gift cards, $7 each, to Danino's Pizza. Right?
You could have did a better one, but that was okay. I give you a
Put
double.
me on the spot. I didn't see it
a
coming.
double ding.
Yeah. But Johnny made sure to celebrate Hispanic heritage for Cinco de Mayo today. We got the Italian Cinco de Mayo Spectacular, an all-Italian cast.
That's right. We came here.
That's how we do Cinco de Mayo in Staten, Italy, right?
We came here on Ellis Island, so we deserve it.
Here we go.
So now listen, your time is pretty much almost up. Let's talk about the... Who's the comedian here, huh? No, it is almost up. Unfortunately, I'm getting the wing, ding, ding, and the ding. You got a couple new movies that you're in coming out, and then you got your first co-starring role in the
New Amsterdam.
Yeah, New Amsterdam, season 12.
I was a delivery person, not a delivery guy. I'm a delivery person. They didn't want to assume my sexuality, so that was fun. And there's 2 movies. One of them is in the film festival market, where I play a rabbi who sells kidneys illegally off of Craigslist for a living.
All right.
That's called
That's
Long Island Gus, directed by Claudio Carucci, phenomenal filmmaker. You can see his movie moving in 2008 on Amazon Prime right now. And the other one is Jersey Bread.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Directed by Greg Russo. Great cast: Gino Caffarelli, Jeremy Luke, Lorenzo Antonucci's.
Is Patrick in that too?
Patrick Borriello.
Our boy, Patrick Borriello.
Almost everybody we know is in that movie. We know almost the whole cast probably.
Yeah. I don't want to mention certain people. Pete is in it too? Big Pete or no?
No, I don't think he's in it. No.
All right.
Not everybody we know.
We know a lot of Italians, but it seems like all the Italians are circulated between all the independent films, right?
Yeah.
All of them.
That's right.
So now listen, where could people find you on social media if they want to see your shows, whatever?
You can find me on Instagram at Nicky Petito, Facebook Nicky Petito, and I'm on YouTube at Impersonation Films.
Nicky, thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Anytime.
You're like my little brother. I love you, buddy.
Thank you. God
Come
bless.
back.
Thank you so much. You've all been a great audience. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, my next guest up tonight, he's a featherweight boxing pro. Let's give it up for John Leonardo. There he is. Don't let me mess you up. What's up, kid?
What's going on?
Good to see you, all right? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you, man. You got your dad here with you?
Yeah, my dad's here with me.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he told me a lot of stories about you.
Oh, yeah, well, good or bad?
A lot of bad ones.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
you get the good with the bad.
Yeah.
No, you're messing with me.
No, he told me a little bit of a nut, but that's all right. I like you. You're a good guy.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Talk to me. When did you stop boxing?
So my dad took me to a boxing gym at 9 years old. I think I was a little young, you know. My mom babied me, so I went back at like 13, 14. I had my first fight at 14 years old. And then I've been fighting ever since then. 21 now. And
What do you got, 7-0?
7-0 and 1 draw.
Okay, 4 knockouts?
4 knockouts.
Okay, good. Nice, yeah. I love talking to a soft-spoken boxer.
Yeah. Most of us are like that, believe it or not.
Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, tell me a second. Did you ever meet him?
No, I never met Mike
I
Tyson.
never met him either. Seems like a cool guy.
Yeah. I met Roy Jones at my last fight a couple months ago. Really, really humble guy, nice guy. You know, he's the champ of the world.
So talk about your routine, your workout routine. You don't work, so this you're dedicated to boxing.
Yeah,
That's it. You're a boxer.
Yeah, this is my
Nothing
full-time.
else.
Yep, it's my full-time job.
So what is your schedule during the week? How do you? What's your whole regimen?
Yeah, so I try to wake up between 6 and 8 a.m. I go for a run, or I go straight to Bulldog Strength in Freehold, New Jersey. And I do all my strength and my conditioning there with Coach John Billington. He works with tons of other professional MMA fighters, boxers, you know, and he helps me with my diet, and I do all my strength and conditioning. And then the other days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go to the boxing gym. And Saturday mornings, I do my sparring, my heavy bag work, my shadow boxing, my jump rope, and all that stuff.
So what total hours of a day do you put into?
I'm going to say between 2 and 3 hours.
Okay.
So some of them are multiple training sessions, and then some of them are just one training session per day.
So what do you think about the Mark Wahlberg workout at 4:30 in the morning and all that crazy shit that he does?
I think it just depends on the person. I think everybody's different.
From a boxer, that's not good to work out that heavy, right? As he does.
Yeah. I don't lift any heavy
You mainly
weights.
need more flexibility and speed, I guess, right?
Yeah,
And cardio.
especially at my weight. You know, I fight at 122 pounds, 126 pounds.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is. I'm 200. I'm weighing at 200 right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a little over the scale.
With the
But
jacket on or off?
You know, with everything off, I'm 200.
Oh.
That should be like 175, 180.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
A lot of
You
meatball
guys.
heroes the last couple of years, you know. But so what's your future goals? I mean, you got these sponsors. Your father's your manager right now, right?
Yeah, my
What are you
father.
holding out for?
My dad doesn't go into my pocket.
I don't
you
mean
know?
that. I mean like the world title. I mean you're looking for the next.
Yeah, I'm looking to become champ of the world. That's my main goal. You know.
Yeah,
I wanna-
right. I like a guy who just says it as it is.
Yeah.
You know, so you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it.
I'm absolutely gonna do it.
Confidence,
You know? Got
that's
my father behind me, and my buddy Kevin's also in the corner with him, and I feel like we have a great team. You know, we go to the gym, we work as hard as we possibly can, and we go to the fight, and we do what we do.
Every time I used to see your father back in high school, and if I saw him coming, I'd have to hide and then go behind him, because if he didn't see me, if I didn't see him, he'd be like, "Oh, Potenza," and give me like a kidney shot. I'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
He does that to me when I'm eating breakfast, that guy.
Talk about some of your sponsors. You got Apex Sports, you got the Angry Duck, you got the barbershop. I love when the people at the barbershop, the tattoo shop, and they're all
Yep.
your friends probably, right?
Yep.
Yeah, same thing with me. You get the neighborhood sponsors.
Yeah, so my biggest sponsor, my main sponsor is Flofers.
Okay.
They are, it's like a rubber shoe, you know, and what they do is they make a nice light shoe. It's kind of like Crocs, but it's not Crocs. They're called Flofers, and they look like loafers. He's got a couple fancy pairs with buckles on them. I wear them when I go out.
Yeah.
You know, like I could have worn them today with these pants. But I usually use them when I'm training. I like to use them in the sauna. They're good. You know, the sauna's nasty. You go to the
yeah,
gym.
very nasty.
So that's what they're best for. A lot of people wear them to play golf. You know, so they take very good care of me. Every time I walk in their office, you know, they give me a bunch of pairs, they give me clothes, whatever I need. They take really good care of me. My other sponsors, my tattoo artist, my buddy Mike Rivley over in Edison, New Jersey.
Okay.
My buddy Justin, he owns Justin's Barbershops. He's franchised. He's all over the place. That's Justin Esposito. And then Angry Duck, my buddy Eric, he started up his own duck sauce. And it's a little hot, it's a little spicy, but...
Now listen, when's your next fight? Because everyone's asking. I definitely want to come down and support you.
I'm fighting May 14th at the Robert Treat Hotel in Newark.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. I'm fighting over there. It's my second time fighting at this venue. And there's usually a couple thousand people. And then it's also on a live stream.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. You know, anybody taking any bets or you got anything like that going on?
No, not usually.
Come on, Donnie, you don't got no guys betting on the kid?
They got no line on him yet.
Yeah, okay. Just don't forget me. I'm in on the ground floor. You didn't bring no swag? Extra large for Johnny P?
Nah.
What do you call body shot?
Yeah, body shot. Yep.
That's your wear?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's my nickname. I got it from my dad. My dad was the best body puncher the Golden Gloves ever had. And growing up, that's all, he hit him low. So everything goes low to high.
Your mother probably has her hands full, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got me. I'm the middle child. I got my two brothers. My older brother, Steven. He also sponsors me. It's Leonardo Construction.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give that a little plug.
Yep, and my brother takes care of me good. And then I got my younger brother, Michael. He's still in high school. And then she's got my dad, who's like another kid. So, you know.
We never grow up, some of us.
Yeah.
Well, good. Listen, where can people find you on social media, Instagram? Where are you?
My social media is at JohnLeonardo12. And you can find all my fight videos and all my pictures and information on there.
Yeah, let's try to get as many people to this fight. I'm definitely going to go grab a couple of the guys. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely, that'd be great to have you guys come.
I want to sit like right near the ring, like, you know what I mean? I want to be the guy with the cigar, hanging out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll talk to your dad. We'll see what we could do with it. Well, John, listen to me. I want to follow you with the show. As time goes on, you come back, you fill us in what's going on. Right before you're gonna get that big belt, you come on, give us the exclusive, all right?
Yes, sir. All righty.
You never know who it is. All right, everybody, John Leonardo. All right, John Leonardo. You'll be seeing him real soon. All right, for our musical act tonight, it's about that time of the night. And without further ado, she's an American jazz Italian singer. Let's give her an up-late welcome for Vanessa Racci.
So this song was written by Henry Mancini, who you might know. He was famous for composing a lot of jazz tunes for film, such as the theme song for the Pink Panther, and also one of my favorite ballads from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Moon
This arrangement is by a wonderful pianist I work with named Mr. Glafkos Kontimeniotis. Say that 5 times fast. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, river and me. All right, so this next tune is a remake from a 1923 instrumental by a jazz composer named Leon Ropolo from New Orleans. And it was redone by Joe Stafford in 1954 with added lyrics, and it's called Make Love to Me. Take me in your arms and never let me go. Whisper to me softly while the moon is low. Hold me close and tell me what I want to know. Say it to me gently, let that sweet talk flow. Come a little bit closer, make love to me. Now kiss me once again before we say goodnight. Take me in your loving arms and squeeze me tight. Put me in a mood so I can dream all night. Everybody's sleeping, so it's alright. Come a little bit closer, make love to me. When you're near, so help me dear, chills run up my spine. Don't you know I love you so? I won't be happy until you're mine. When I'm in your arms, you give my heart a treat. Every little thing about you is so sweet. Every time we kiss, you make my life complete. Baby doll, you know you swept me off my feet. And now's the time to tell ya, make love to me. Woo! I wish I had a dance partner up here. Where's Johnny P when you need him? It is Cinco de Mayo. Can we salsa? When you're near, so help me dear, chills run up my spine. my feet, and now's the time to tell ya, make love to me. Thank you so much. Grazie mille. My name is Vanessa Racci.
All right, it's about that time of the night. We just saw Vanessa Racci. We're going to bring her up. Vanessa Racci.
Hey, Johnny, what's going on?
What is this? Come on. Don't be a crazy lady. What is this? Did you rob this from my bag?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going in the studio next week, so I've got to be super safe.
I'm so glad you took your mask off. Ain't she
Thank
pretty?
you. Aw,
Beautiful,
thank
this one. My friend. Yeah. So what's going on?
I'm so excited to be here. It's been like 4 years in the making, right?
Vanessa, yeah, me and Vanessa, yeah. We met at Paul Borghesi's Italian Festival. And where was that again?
Blauvelt, Tappan, New York. Yeah.
So I got introduced to you, and Paul said, you got to get her on your show. So when I heard you, and that was it. And then we talked, and then we talked, and then we got shut down. You know, things happened in my life. Then we got shut down with the COVID.
Yep.
Then we started doing it again. So Vanessa was supposed to be on like 4 years ago.
Yes.
And then we did a Zoom about a year and a half ago when the lockdown, coronavirus crap.
I was in like a hotel, I think.
Yeah. So here she is, and we became friends. And she has a great husband, Joe. He's here tonight.
Woo!
Yeah, let's give Joe a hand.
My roadie.
Yeah, listen. You guys are like opposites attract, right?
What does that mean, Johnny?
That means you're the wild one, and he's the mellow one.
That's right. Yep.
And when my Michelle was around, I was a wild one, and she was she was him.
Yep.
She was Joe.
Opposites
See, if
totally
she was
attract.
around, we could double date, and we have some fun. But anyway, and that's all on a happy note, guys. Okay, so you were born in Yonkers.
Yes.
What age did you actually start singing?
4. The age of 4, yep.
And you used to love to spin the old records with your grandfather, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he would play Connie Francis, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra throughout the house, and that's how you know,
grew.
I'm a millennial, so that's how I wound up loving all of that old music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got into that stuff years later. I started appreciating Dean Martin and all them in my 40s.
Uh-huh.
But I was rock and roll from day one, so.
Makes sense. I'm not going to knock it, but yeah.
Listen, music is music.
I like a little Dino more.
No, listen, I love Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. No one had it better than those guys.
Oh, gosh.
I wish I had. I would love to have a rap pack.
Yeah,
and
right?
have an entourage and run around Vegas with my boys and go crazy.
Great. I'll be your Marilyn.
Well, listen, it's still possible. If we do get a break, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And that's it. So your first album came out in 2017.
That's right.
Say it, because I can't really. You have all these different sayings.
Italiana fresca.
Yeah, I like how you say it better.
Yes. It means fresh Italian.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a double entendre because it's a fresh take on Italian classics, and I'm also a fresh Italian.
And that hits 65 on the Billboard charts, right? Jazz Billboard charts?
I would like to say Billboard, but it's the jazz charts, yes.
All right. There's so many charts these days, forget it. Now talk about the new album that you're actually currently recording right now.
Yeah, so you got a sneak peek. No, I have not performed these songs before, so what I was singing to is called like MIDI tracks, MIDI files, so they're not studio recorded yet. They're kind of like fake instruments. So I'm doing an album recording the history of Italian-American influence on jazz, because a lot of people don't know that the very first recorded jazz song in history was by a Sicilian-American named Nick LaRocca from New Orleans. And once I learned that, I started digging more into Italian Americans and their contributions to jazz, and I learned it was really, really rich, and it stems from the fact that a lot of Sicilians immigrated to New Orleans in the early 1900s, and they were discriminated against at the time, and so they lived and worked in the same neighborhoods as the oppressed black population of the time.
Oh, wow.
And so a lot of black and Italian American people would be like playing music and playing jazz together in the clubs.
What year are you looking at?
So
30s, 40s,
like,
what?
Well, this originated the early 1900s, like 1901 through 1910.
Vaudeville or no?
Vaudeville was before that.
Okay.
And then, so my music starts, I do covers starting from 1917 through to today, covering different jazz composers such as Nick LaRocca, Leon Roppolo, Henry Mancini, Louis Prima, Harry Warren. He was Italian-American, wrote over 800 jazz standards. People don't realize he was. He wrote At Last, September in the Rain.
Wow.
And I also covered Chick Corea. A lot of people don't know he was also of Italian descent. John Pizzarelli, and then maybe an original by me.
All Italians. You gotta love the Italians, right, guys?
We don't have any Italians here.
We got a half Italian, half Irish audience.
We don't have any Italians
The Irish
here.
don't clap. I'm teasing you.
They don't show emotion.
Yeah, so now, any release date with this or no?
Yeah, I'm hoping to release it October 20 this year for Italian American Heritage Month in New York.
All right,
so,
cool.
Yeah, at Birdland Jazz Club, actually, I have a date October 23rd.
Yeah, for like the, yeah,
So-
yeah, I saw that for the Christopher Columbus.
Yes, it's after Columbus Day, but yeah, October 23rd, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What I was going to ask you that was funny with me and you.
I don't know, so many things.
Oh yeah, when I saw her at a play a couple of weeks ago. Our friend Thomas Waits.
Yes.
Thomas G. Waits. He was an actor director from the Warriors. He's on the show.
I take class with him, yeah.
Yeah, he's an acting teacher. She studies with him. So we all went to a play, all of us, and she had the mask on.
Of course.
And she had her own
Double mask.
private little section over there. So I'm like, make sure you sit me with Vanessa and her husband, you know. And he goes, well, Vanessa wants to sit. You know, you were like the president, sitting in the corner.
I'm telling you, it's crazy being a singer because if you get a slight cold, you don't sound as good. And it's not, you know, like if you're a drummer, like if you have a cold, you can still drum.
Yeah.
You can use your hands. So that's what sucks about being a singer.
See, I can't eat too much if I'm going to talk here because then I start running out of breath.
Yeah.
And I start burping.
Oh, no.
No, so, well, listen, what do we got here? Let's talk about the Bobby Darin and Connie Francis thing that you did.
Yes. So in 2021, I also launched a show with a Staten Island friend of mine, Mr. Charlie Romo.
Charlie,
and he is a Bobby Darin singer, and he also does Frank Sinatra. And I sing a lot of Connie Francis because I grew up singing those songs with my grandfather. And so our friend Dr. Scelsa of the Italian American Museum on Mulberry Street recommended that we do a show. And the Columbus Citizens Foundation actually sponsored us to put the performance together, and we had an 8-piece band. It's kind of like a Broadway show where we do, you know, an overture, and we have dialogue, and we tell the story of their lives, because a lot of people don't know they had a really interesting love story that Connie fell in love with Bobby, and they were both coming up in Tin Pan Alley at the same time. But Connie's father was very overbearing and didn't want her to date anybody, so he literally would chase him away with a gun.
Oh, wow.
And in her book to this day, she said he was her one lost love, and he wound up dying early, like at the age of 37.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but anyway, so we tell the love story, and we sing all of their hits. And we debuted it on ABC7 New York for the Columbus Day Parade, which was really fun. And then we're going to do a public debut at the Green Room 42 in August, I believe. I'm still waiting on that date.
Charlie's a good kid. You still owe me a favor, but Charlie's a good kid.
Has he been on the show?
No.
We gotta get him on.
He used to sing with a friend of mine, then they stopped singing, and then he does his own thing. But he's very talented.
Yes, he is, yes.
And he's young. He's still young.
Yeah, very young, yes.
You're like his older sister.
Maybe, or like his twin sister.
No, because he looks young.
Yeah, he's baby faced.
Yeah, and he's really good.
Yeah.
So now, what do people got to look forward to? Anything coming up with shows before we wrap this up?
I'm actually going to be at Casa Belvedere on Staten Island August 9th. They're doing an outdoor concert series overlooking the Verrazzano Bridge. So it's a beautiful place if you haven't been, for live music and great food and great scenery.
Yeah, we would like to come, a couple of us, and you let us know.
That'd be great.
For sure.
I will. I'll publicize.
But we'll be talking. I want you to keep me posted. Once the album comes out, you got to come in and promote it.
Yes, absolutely.
Vanessa has a sick band, great jazz band, like unbelievable players.
Yes.
But unfortunately, they all had gigs. But when her album comes out, we will have the band here.
Great.
And like I said, we'll kick some ass, right?
I hope so, yeah.
My mother's like, why do you got to say that word?
That's my goal in life, to constantly kick ass.
You just got to constantly kick ass. So where can people find you on social media?
Thank you for asking. So you can find me at Vanessa Racci, VANESSA RACCI, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, everywhere there's music, there's me. Or you can find out more on my website at vanessaracci.com.
Were you a school teacher or no?
No. Why, do I sound like one?
Definitely. You could be, if you can't make it in music, be a school teacher. Or teach Italian.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not.
No, it's a good thing.
Okay,
because you're very well spoken.
Thank you, thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
All right, so listen, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, Johnny.
Sit down for the rest of the show, and we're going to wrap it up. How's that?
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, Vanessa Racci, everybody. Yeah. What's the website first?
vanessaracci.com.
All right, cool. All right, it's about that time of the night. We got to say goodbye to everybody and thank everybody for coming. If you want to be part of our studio audience or find out any information about the show, just go to my website. It's johnnyptv.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. We're on Instagram. We just got on TikTok. And that's pretty much it. YouTube for sure. And we'd like to thank Nucci's Restaurant for everybody makes me laugh. You got like 5 people telling me, say Nucci's. Okay. I'd like to thank Paulie at Nucci's Restaurant for all the years of his great donations and sponsorship to the show with the food. Thank you, Paulie. And that's it. Everybody get home safe. I'm Johnny P. Good night.